Hello everyone, this is Browncoat 3000. Let's talk about some bioethics and how they apply to the abortion debate. In this video, I'm going to present 4 scenarios and ask that you answer the moral dilemma of each with a simple yes or no based on your personal opinion. Please do not read anything more into the scenario. Take each of them at face value. Don't play the yes but or what if games. Just go with your honest gut answer. After the scenarios, I'll be giving you some thoughts to consider on whichever way you answer the questions. Before we begin, I need to make something absolutely clear. Each of these questions deals with the fate of a person that we call the bystander. It is paramount that you understand that the bystander does not consent to anything in any way, shape, or form. First scenario. A patient lies dying in the hospital in need of an organ transplant. The doctor has tried to find a donor through the normal channels, but has had no success and time is running out. The doctor passes into the waiting room of the hospital and sees a bystander who he immediately recognizes will be a perfect donor. Only the bystander will die from the procedure. The question is the doctor justified if he compels the bystander to donate? Second scenario. This time there are 5 patients, all of whom can be saved by transplant from this single bystander. Again, killing the bystander. The question is the doctor justified if he compels the bystander to donate? Third scenario. This time there's only 1 patient, but the patient is a brilliant scientist who is conducting groundbreaking research that, if successful, will benefit all of mankind. For the sake of argument, let's say she is conducting research that has a very high probability of finding the cure for cancer, but success is not guaranteed. Once again, is the doctor justified if he compels the bystander to donate? Fourth scenario. This time there is a single unknown patient, but in this case the procedure has a very low possibility of actually killing the bystander. However, even though the bystander will most likely live, there's an absolute certainty that the bystander will be adversely affected for the rest of his life to some unpredictable degree. Again, the question is the doctor justified if he compels the bystander to donate? That concludes the 4 scenarios. Now here's some thoughts to consider about your answers. If you said no in all 4 cases, then you and I are in agreement. I'll wager the overwhelming majority of people will also agree with us, regardless of their spiritual backgrounds. However, if you're one of the people who said no, yet you do not believe that a woman should be able to have an abortion, then the onus is on you to explain how any of the scenarios, especially number 4, is substantially different from an unwanted pregnancy. If you answered yes to any or all of these scenarios, then you need to consider that your views are fundamentally incompatible with a free society. In the case of an unwanted pregnancy, logic says you cannot have 2 entities with equal rights occupying one body. One will automatically have veto power over the other one, and thus they do not have equal rights. In the case of a pregnant woman, giving the right to life to the potential person in the womb automatically cancels out the mother's inalienable rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. The premise that any individual can be compelled to use their body or have their body used against their will is a totalitarian viewpoint, one that has been used throughout history. A view that basically says that some people's lives are more valuable than others. It's a view that Hitler, Stalin, and the feudal kings would be quite comfortable with, and has led to many excesses in the past. Logically, a person holding these views can certainly take an anti-abortion stance. However, they need to understand that they're doing so not from a pro-life justification, but from a viewpoint that, as George Orwell put it, some are more equal than others.
If I'm your mission shepherd, best give it up. You're welcome on my boat. God ain't.